The rain that soaked through my best silk blouse was the second worst thing to happen to me that night. The first was watching my meticulously planned future evaporate at 9:37 p.m. in a back office of the Golden Dragon Casino. My name is Elise Carter, and I was there to save my family's legacy. My grandmother's soul food restaurant, CeCe's Heart, was 3 months behind on its loan payments. The bank, a faceless corporation, had been unforgiving. But Mr. Chun, the kindly elderly man who owned the building, had given me a name. Go see Mr. Rhee at the Golden Dragon. He facilitates arrangements. He understands value beyond money. I thought he meant a private investor. I was wrong. Now, standing in a utilitarian office that smelled of expensive cigars and cold ambition, I faced not a financier, but a man whose presence seemed to absorb the light in the room. Behind a broad steel desk sat Leo Rhee. He wasn't what I expected from the stories whispered in the city's underbelly. Late 30s with sharp, intelligent features and eyes that held a weary sort of calculation. He wore a tailored navy suit, no tie, his collar open. "Ms. Carter," he said, his voice a low, smooth baritone with only a trace of an accent. He didn't smile. "You need $50,000 by Friday. Explain to me why CeCe's Heart is worth an investment from me." I launched into my pitch, the history, the community pillar, the updated business plan I'd spent weeks crafting. He listened, steepling his fingers, his gaze never leaving my face. When I finished, he was silent for a long moment. "Sentiment does not service debt," he stated finally. "Your numbers are optimistic. Your location is vulnerable. The bank is not wrong in its assessment." My heart sank. "Please. It's all my grandmother has. It's all I have." He studied me. "What do you have for collateral?" I had nothing. "My labor," I whispered. "I'll work it off. I'm a certified accountant." "I have accountants," he said. "I'm better," I declared. "Let me prove it. Audit your books for one subsidiary. If I find inefficiencies that save you double my debt, you give me the loan. If I fail, I work for you for 2 years, no salary." June shifted in disapproval. Leo's lips quirked. An intriguing offer. Bold, perhaps foolish. He stood. "You would immerse yourself in my world to save yours." "Yes," he turned. "Very well. You have 48 hours. For 2 days, I lived in that office. I barely slept. Leo brought me meals, real food. He said nothing, just placed them on the desk. I discovered his accountant was either incompetent or skimming. I compiled a dossier of discrepancies totaling nearly $200,000. When I presented it, his eyes grew cold. "This is thorough work, Miss Carter." "Elise," I said. "Elise," he repeated, testing the weight of my name. "The loan is yours. And a job, if you want it. I have need of someone with your eye and your lack of fear." I took the loan. I also, against every sane instinct, took the job. My world split in two. By day, I saved CeCe's. By night, I worked for Leo Rhee's empire. I saw the legitimate businesses and glimpses of the other side. Leo was an enigma, ruthless, but with a code. We fell into a rhythm. Late nights turned into conversations. "You see numbers as a story," he remarked. "And you see people as equations," I countered. "Not all people," he said, his gaze holding mine. The shift happened during a crisis. A rival faction made a move. Violence spilled into the office. A stranger with a knife crashed in. I threw a ledger, grabbed a letter opener. I was holding him at bay when Leo appeared and neutralized the threat instantly. But then Leo came to me, his hands gripping my shoulders, his eyes full of raw fear. "Did he touch you?" He pulled me into a hard, desperate embrace. "This cannot be your life," he murmured. I pulled back. "I am safe because of you." Something broke in him then. He kissed me. It was a claiming, a confession. After that, our relationship became a secret. In his penthouse, I discovered a different man, a man who wrote haiku, whose touch was tender. He showed his love in actions, but our worlds clashed. An older lieutenant, resentful, framed me for embezzlement.